Humans have this desire to be free, and that's what aviation does. When you're in the sky, just everything else disappears. You're focused on flying, and all those little thoughts that drive you crazy all day long, they disappear, and it's just you and the airplane. I grew up in a really small town in southern Kentucky. My family didn't have a lot of money, but my father and mother, they saved every penny they could. When my brother turned 18, they bought this little plane so that he could finish learning to fly tail draggers, and I could learn to fly in it.
Rich turned his passion for aviation into a career, starting his own air tour business, taking sightseers far into the sky for unique experiences, both in the air and on the ground at small local airports like the Lee Bottom Flying Field.
Lee Bottom Flying Field has been here in some form or fashion since the 30s. Early on, it was a barnstormer camp. The old barnstormers that you've heard about, they're almost like flying hobos. And there were these river bottoms, and often there would be a little place that they knew that they could land and camp, and that's what this place was.
The Lee Bottom Flying Field eventually became one of the largest aircraft salvage yards in the nation, until retired military and airline pilot Fritz Hagemann bought the property, hoping to preserve the field, cleaning the yard and adding length to the runway, all to make it a certified public airport.
Everybody who knew me said, "Yo, you've got to go up to this place. There's this old guy that lives by himself, and you'd really get along with him." So I flew in one day, and really a unique individual. And I would come back and visit with him. Then it was almost painful to watch him mow. He was getting older, and he had to take care of this whole place by himself. So, one day I couldn't help it. I was like, can I help you mow? It's the only thing I could think of to do. That's kind of how it came to be. We just became friends, and I would come in and hang out with him. Over time, he became like part of my family, kind of became like an adopted grandfather to me.
The two men bonded over their shared mission to preserve the legacy of Lee Bottom. And when Fritz passed away in 2000, he left the airport to Rich. Rich has continued the work, adding airport improvements and starting the field's first fly-in in an effort to raise awareness for Lee Bottom's preservation.
When the fly-in first started, the first year we had 28 airplanes. The next year we had 60, the next year we had 90, and I remember the first year we went over 100. Everybody who'd been coming to them up to that point, they thought that was the greatest thing they had ever seen. They could not believe there were 100 planes at this fly-in. It was amazing. Eventually it'd go on to sometimes close in on almost 500 planes over the weekend.
Year-round, Rich and his wife, fellow aviator Ginger, dedicate their lives to planning the fly-in, arranging food and lodging logistics for their many guests, and maintaining the airport for daily arrivals, including mowing their 40-acre flying field 3 times a week. But it's a shared love for this rare runway that keeps them going.
I really like the barnstorming era, and you read stories about it and the people flying into little fields in the middle of nowhere, camping out under their wing. I had never met Fritz, but I had heard a lot of stories from Rich. He was very set in his ways and had a love for this place, and so if we did something, we would always say, "What would Fritz do?" And that kind of became the way we would make some decisions.
And this year, the Davidsons made the most difficult decision. They announced that after 25 years, they would no longer hold their annual fly-in, choosing instead to concentrate their efforts on preserving the Lee Bottom Flying Field for generations to come.
Originally, the focus was on the airport, and we started this event, and it just took on a life of its own. Now, all the time and all the effort and all the money goes into this fly-in, and people have forgotten that the airport still needs to be saved. So we decided we would make this the last fly-in.
As we had talked about it through the years, there was one gentleman that said, "You can't quit this event because it puts a lot of smiles on people's faces." And I think that's what kept us going for quite a while. But when you stop back and look at it, the smiles are there whether we're doing the event or not. They're there because of what the airport is and what it represents. So having that around for other generations to see and to put more smiles on their faces, that's a really cool thing, I think.
Our plans for the future of the airport have always been preserving the field as close as possible to what it is today. Again, what makes it so magical is the fact that there really isn't a whole lot of development. It's just this little pocket here that we live in is really the last stretch of the Ohio River that is undeveloped. So our goal is to preserve as much of the land around the airport and turn the airport into a recreation area. And so the vision of having an airport that is both extremely friendly to aviation and pilots, that is also very much a park with hiking trails and wildlife, is just like the ultimate dream to us. It becomes very much an emotional attachment because you look around and you sit here in the evenings and you see all the wildlife and you see the stars at night, and then you think about all that going away and how easily it could. It's hard not to be passionate about saving it.